I come to realize that there's three things that people seek out whenever they're looking at other people for something that entertains them. The first one is something that is hard. What I've experienced in my life, whether it's jumping into an ice cold pool, is that people took out their phones and started recording me. And I started thinking about this. Why? Why do they do that? Well, because it's something hard. It's something that they wouldn't do. They think it's dumb. They think it's stupid. The reason why they think this is because it's something that's hard for them. But guess what? They're still looking. They still find it entertaining. They find it attractive to them that somebody's doing something that they cannot do or that they do not want to do. The second thing, which is closely aligned with the first, is something that might cause suffering. Nobody themselves wants to suffer, ever. Nobody wants to be like, oh, let me just go suffer. Let me seek that out. But the difference is when they see somebody suffer in any way, whether that's just something as simple as tripping and falling and scraping their knee, they might still laugh and find that entertaining. Why? It's not happening to them. They might feel bad for a second for the person, but then they maybe laughing here and there afterwards. But in the end, they still find it attractive in their mind. They still see that as something that's entertaining to them. Why is that? It's because it closely aligns with the second one. They don't want to suffer, but if somebody else is suffering, that's entertaining to them. The last third thing is, I think, the most important, is when people don't want to change their lifestyle and do something different. Think about it. Most of the things that end up doing extremely well, maybe like, let's say Amazon, for example. What did they do? All they did differently was just make the shipping faster with their products. And look how well it succeeded. People see other people when they do something that they've never seen somebody else do before. They find that extremely attractive. So why is it that when we have these three things, we have the keys to success that God himself has shown us, people still choose not to take it? Why do people not take that path? It's because it's hard. They will probably have some type of suffering along that way of choosing a different path. So if people know that they have to choose a different path, it's going to make them suffer and it's going to be hard. That is the key to success. You have to pursue that type of life. If you don't pursue that type of lifestyle, your life isn't going to change. You're not going to get out of the suffering that you're already going through. You think your life is so hard when really that is where you should be at. The suffering that you're at, you need to learn from it. That's the whole point. Don't just dwell in the suffering. Learn from the suffering. You're at the peak of your turnaround. Don't look at it as a negative thing. Look at it as an opportunity. The bad, the suffering, the hardship, the change that you have right in front of your face. It's right there waiting for you to just take it. So why don't you just take it? Have a wonderful rest of your day and think about these things. God bless.